wanna be on your cool band's poster. See my name up in lights. I wanna be a rock and roll poser and feel I'm part of the gig tonight. I wanna get me a funky lanyard and a shiny fabric wristband. I'll tour anywhere, even if it's Iceland. I want to help myself to your rider and hang around with the cooler kids. Drink myself stupid on 8% cider and boast one day to indifferent kids. Russell in a ruffle held a raffle for some raffia. Terence in observance set the tariff for the taffeta. Alice without malice called on backers with her chalice as a lovely chap named Kwame made macrame for the Jesus Army. And someone christened Merrick made his dreadlocks like Bo Derek, while the rest of us on the Camberwell bus turned and looked away. I suggest that you don't meet your heroes. Keep them safe in your head. Let them rest. In the flesh they're much shorter or ruder, and they look, well, a bit past their best. Please think twice now it's 30 years later, 'cause you missed them when they were profound. You're just paying a debt to your memory, while at least one of them's still around. For the past, it's already gone AWOL. It won't ever come this way again. The risk to nostalgia is brutal, and once squandered is never the same. If you do, come prepared for a letdown and the feeling you should have stayed home, as you catch yourself looking at others, watching you, knowing they're not alone. Then again, you might just feel connected with a piece of your youth feared lost. Wear the extra-sized t-shirt and prove it. Overlook the obscene ticket cost. As for Martin and Mark, Greg and Elvis, you're the proof of my theory. Live proud. I saw fear in their eyes or disinterest. I was not just a face in the crowd. They're not gods, superhumans, or icons, just your favorites from summers long past. Carpe diem, my friends, and remember, we're still young and we're having a blast. I have less than 4% remaining. No, I don't want to talk. I would rather not do any more explaining. This is creepy, and I feel stalked. I have less than 3% remaining. I still don't want to talk. There's no point in you complaining. We are like cheese and chalk. I have less than 2% remaining. How did we ever get to this place? Why did this happen to you and me? Are we the last representatives of the human race? I have less than 1% remaining. But before I go, I just want to tell you, you could have just slept in the attic with the hats and the buggy and skis and the boxes of death and forgotten. I could have made less of a scene. You could have just slept in the attic. There is space if I tidy a bit. Please excuse as I cry at detritus. I could see that my stuff would all fit. You could have just slept in the attic, amidst the boxes of papers and toys that I held until pieces fell off them. We could have dressed up like cowboys. You could have just slept in the attic, on the bed that was once only mine, though the clown suit is no laughing matter. I could have had such a good time. Of all the stuff I have forgotten, some details never escape me. The last to leave, the air I breathe, our senses held in common. The scent of you, of morning dew, and love in laundered cotton. What some remains through fevered fog dances through my eyes. I am not gone, just cannot find the lyrics to my song. Please know that you can only guess at what I still retain. And if I rail against the world, it's never you I hate. For at the heart of all I am, inside I'm still the same. She might have been someone who changed the world for good, you see. She might have been a quiet soul who lived her life contentedly. She might have been the greatest thing to those she'd yet to meet. She might have been the answers to our questions, you and me. She might have been the best of us. She might have been. She might have been. I am not a painter. A real painter said I ain't. My technique is not so refined, yet all the same I paint. I am not a writer. A real writer told me that. But I put down so many words so easily. Look at that. I am not a dancer. A real dancer mocked my pose. But I move to the rhythm though, and feel it in my toes. I am not an artist. A real artist makes real art. It's not for me to self-label and put horse before the cart. I'm not a guitarist. I do not have the pluck. I am also left-handed, so that's me completely disadvantaged. I am not a poet. A poet told me so. I do not have a self-published pamphlet coming out and my poems rhyme. I am though quite contented because I do not give a jot. I scribble like a man demented, and that, my friends, your lot. Thank you very much.